Hello, viewers. Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, depending with where you are tuning in from. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tawia Patrick Matope. This is a channel dedicated to social work where I talk about anything to do with social work. So I bring you different topics each and every week. And today's topic, I'm going to be talking to you about a few reasons from my own experience and from my own interactions with colleagues in the field. Few reasons why we should have a growing recognition for self-care as social workers, or in short, I would say why social care, or why self-care is very important in the social care field or in social work. Um, Especially for those who are practicing with children or working with adults. But this can also be applicable to all the social workers in other various sectors where social workers could be working. You might also find that this can also be applicable to other professionals who may not necessarily be social workers. So sit back, relax, and don't change that channel, and watch until the end. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, hit that like bell, hit that notification bell as well, so that when I post new videos, you'll be the first person to know. Thank you so much. So without wasting much time, let me jump straight on into the topic of the day. I'm going to be giving you about 8 reasons why, as social workers, we should be so conscious about self-care and why it is very, very important. First and foremost, I just want to put a disclaimer to say I'm not a guru in social work, but the information which I share with you on this channel is information or nuggets from my own experience of being a social worker for about 18 years now. I qualified back in 2004, and I've been practicing in 3 different countries, both developed as well as developing countries for that matter. So I think those few nuggets which I'm going to be sharing with you might be helpful to you if you are new to the profession or if you are a seasoned professional, but also, conscious or being able to learn a few things from this channel or from this topic which I'm going to be talking to you about today. So first and foremost, I think we acknowledge that the work that we do as social workers is really crucial. We play a crucial role in society when we obviously work with individuals and communities or families that we work with. We do face a lot of challenges in our daily work, which exerts pressure on us as individuals, because at the end of the day, you might be a social worker first, but by the end of the day, you are a human being who has got feelings, who reacts differently to the way service users treat you as well. So we need to be conscious about all those things as well. So by default, the nature of our work can be emotionally demanding, can be emotionally draining on us, which is the reason why self-care is something which is really, really important for us as professionals to be conscious of, and to know that we need to be taking care of ourselves at the end of the day. So by us recognizing the need for self-care, it's essential because it ensures that we remain renewed in terms of our energy levels. We ensure that our well-being is always at maximum level or at appropriate safe levels for us to practice as social workers. And it also ensures that by the end of the day, we are effective social workers to the service users that we do work with on a daily basis. First and foremost, I would like to talk about, or the first reason why I say self-care is quite important for us social workers or caring professionals for that matter. You could be a doctor, you could be a nurse, but caring professionals, let me put it that way. Um, First and foremost, it's about compassion fatigue. What I would call for compassion fatigue, or what I would call vicarious, or I would put it in the same sentence in terms of vicarious trauma, is the way we do help families and service users that we help. It also gets to us as human beings. It affects us emotionally. It actually affects us to an extent that emotionally we may be weakened with what we are experiencing on a daily basis. That's quite important. So, as social workers, we often deal with clients facing trauma, adversity, hardships, homelessness, divorce. Some clients going through divorce, emotional issues, children who have gone through what we would call adverse experiences in their lives. So continuously being exposed to such issues leads us to suffer what we call combustion fatigue or vicarious trauma, which I think, in my view, which makes self-care one of the most vital things that we can actually be conscious of for us to prevent what I would call burnout, right? That's point number one. And point number two, self-care is quite important because it helps you to maintain certain levels of emotional resilience. The work that we do requires certain level of emotional intelligence, which also goes hand in hand with a certain level of emotional resilience. If you are not that emotionally resilient to that level, you might find that you might suffer burnout quite easily, and that would weaken your ability to actually respond to the issues that you are dealing with on a daily basis in an effective manner. So you need to know that in terms of you maintaining an appropriate level of emotional resilience, you need to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. We'll talk later about methods or ways of how you can ensure that you are taking care of yourself. So by making sure that your emotional resilience is at an appropriate level, it will also enable you as a social worker to cope better with the stressors of the job that we do on a daily basis. You will be able to maintain a positive mindset when faced with difficult challenges, or different challenges in the day-to-day work that we do. That's point number two. And then point number three is, if you maintain a certain level of self-care, or if you maintain good self-care, it also enhances your ability to maintain professional boundaries, right? So what I'm trying to say with this point is establishing and maintaining professional boundaries is crucial in social work, the work that we do. It's quite important. So regular self-care helps you as a social worker to set and adhere to those boundaries, preventing what I would call emotional exhaustion and burnout. Because when you have emotional exhaustion and burnout, the professional boundaries, it's easy for them to be blurred. And it's easy for you to take some of the things that you are supposed to be on the guard, on the lookout for as a professional. It will be easy for you to get those professional boundaries blurred when you don't take care of yourself, right? Point number four, which is really, really important. It also enhances what I would call job satisfaction to an extent. So if you invest time in self-care, it contributes to your job satisfaction. You feel more fulfilled in your personal life. If you feel more fulfilled in your own personal life, it's easy for you to translate that zeal that you have in your personal life to your professional life. I hope it's making sense to somebody else today. You are likely to approach your professional responsibilities with more enthusiasm if you take care of yourself in a better way. You'll also have a sense of purpose. You'll have more enthusiasm towards your work. You'll have more zeal to do the work that you are doing. You have got better energy levels to actually perform at a maximum level, right? Um, I spoke about preventing burnout. I'm not going to dwell much in terms of that, but burnout is one of the most significant concerns within the profession. People suffer burnout in silence. Some people don't talk about it, but it's there. It's the nature of the beast. It's the work that we do, which is the reason why sometimes, it's important for you to be taking time off. I know for some people who are working as locum, it might be difficult for them to take some time off, but you need to be in the habit of making sure that if you work 1 month flat out, 2 months flat out, take a couple of days or a week, or if possible, 3-4 days away, and just relax your mind. Even if it means you spend the whole day just sitting at home watching TV, or relaxing, or watching a series, or what it is, going for sports, going for jogging, whatever it is that you do, please do try to do that so that you prevent burnout. So regular self-care, I said, it prevents burnout, and it allows you to recharge and maintain a healthy work-life balance, which is always important. As you know, in our profession, we always talk about work-life balance. So it's your responsibility to make sure that you take care of yourself. Nobody else is going to come and tell you to take care of yourself. For your own information, your manager is not going to come and tell you that you need to take time off. There are some managers who are very good managers who are able to identify and notice that my colleague needs to take some time off, but it's not all of them who are able to tell you that. So it's your responsibility to make sure that you take care of yourself. If you take care of yourself, you will be able to better take care of the people that you are working with. Because if you fail to take care of yourself, How will the people you are working with become confident in you being able to articulate, or you being able to work with them or to support them in the challenges that they are facing? So it's important for you to make sure that you take care of yourself and prevent burnout. Point number 6, it improves physical health. Remember, uh, I always joke with my colleagues that I always want to feed the body that works the money. So I always translate that saying to, the way I would also want to take care of myself, ensuring that if you take care of yourself, jogging, going to the gym, whatever physical activities that you want to do, it could be physical activities or it could be activities that can stretch your mind in terms of your thinking capacities. Try to do everything that you can do to make sure that you improve your physical health. For your physical health, you will see that by doing so, you become energized to go back to work tomorrow, or become energized to actually face the challenges that you're facing in professionally head on, and actually become a better professional in that matter. So obviously, we all know that social work takes an emotional toll on us. It's it's easy for it to impact on your physical health as well. You can actually neglect your own physical health if you're not very careful. So it's really, really important. Healthy eating, it's something that is also quite important, making sure that you improve your physical well-being by making sure that you eat healthy and you also remain healthy. Remember, if you get sick quite often, you won't be able to actually discharge some of your duties as well. And depending with your contract of work, if you are a locum, if you take more time off work, it means you're not going to get paid. If you are permanent, if you take more time at work, it also impacts on your credibility at work and all those kind of things. There's a whole lot of topic which I can talk about in terms of, work-life balance and, sickness at work and all that. So it improves your overall energy levels, which is really, really important. Point number 7, which is also quite important, is by you taking care of yourself, you are also able to model what I would say healthy behavior. Because remember, when we are working with families and children, you are to an extent they may not say it, but some of them, they might actually see you as a model or as a role model. So if you serve as a role model, or if you serve clients and try to show them what needs to be done, something positive, you also need to be acting like that. Not for you to say, uh, do as I say, but don't do as I do. It doesn't work like that in our profession. It's do as I say and also do as I do. So when you when you serve as a role model for your clients, it's important that if you prioritize yourself, if you prioritize self-care, you are demonstrating the importance of making sure that they also should be able to take care of themselves. Um, and you are also encouraging your service users to adopt similar practices in ensuring that they're taking care of themselves. Right. Point number 8, taking care of yourself helps you to come up with better coping strategies. Right. I think that's quite self-explanatory, but obviously it helps you to effectively manage your stressors. I mentioned about stressors earlier on. It also helps you to encounter your professional challenges and your personal challenges head on, and have the energy to actually be able to face them head on and deal with them and move on to the next. Right. Last point, your effectiveness as a professional is enhanced if you take care of yourself. If you've got good health, enjoying good health, enjoying peace of mind and all those kind of things, you are able to free up your mind and be able to focus on your work and do as much as you can to support the service users that you are working with. It also enhances you as a professional to ensure that you become more effective in your role that you do. Whether you're a manager or you're a frontline worker, you become more effective and you become more alert to actually do the things which are going on. It's important to also mention that it allows you to approach your work with a clear mind. It also allows you to approach your work from a point of stable, being stable emotionally, and being able to make sound decisions, especially when you're supporting colleagues as a manager. And you also ultimately, it also ultimately benefits, you know, you and your client as well. I mentioned about how it benefits your client. So I think it's quite important to make sure that you take care of yourself. And last but not least, I think what I'm gonna, or my point of advice would be, recognizing and prioritizing the need for self-care as a social worker is really important. It's really, really crucial. So, maintaining your well-being is important because you actually prevent burnout. Like I said earlier on, it actually helps you to maximize your potentials in terms of the support that you'll be giving to the children, the adults that you're working with, the communities that you're working with, the families that you're working with, and helps you to become a better professional for that matter. And this is the end of my video today. I hope somebody has benefited from this, and I just want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and also hit that notification bell so that when I post, you'll be the first person to know. And thank you so much.